We've created our features, which is really nice because we can see the business value of each and decide which one to start on first. I want to start with our product admin feature because I want our admin users to start loading data as soon as possible. And now that we've selected that, we'll start adding scenarios to the feature, which are essentially user stories. My first scenario is going to say, when I go to the admin area and click on products, I see the products listed. So let's start with scenario, list available products. Do keep in mind that this line doesn't matter too much. No need to be Shakespeare. For these scenarios, I need you to think as if you are the admin user. We'll talk in the first person point of view at the intended user's technical level, meaning clicking on buttons an admin user can actually recognize and viewing things that they will see. Put yourself in their shoes. Scenarios always have three parts. The first is a given, where you can create any type of setup before the user story starts. So in our case, if we want to list products, we're going to need to make sure there are some in the database to see. Given there are 5 products. Why am I saying exactly there are 5 products? Great question. The exact phrasing here doesn't matter at all. I'm just using whatever language sounds most clear to me. Move on down to the next line. And I am on /admin. Using the word and here extends the given line to include more setup details. With these 2 lines, we'll have 5 products in the database and start the test on the /admin page. The second part of every scenario is when, which is the user action. Here, I, the admin user, actually take action. In our case, the only action is clicking products. This is good because that's the name of the link, so it reads very clearly. When I click products. Finally, the last part of every scenario is then. This is where we witness things as the user. In our scenario, we should see the 5 products that we set up in our given. Then I should see 5 products. Always use language that is clear to you after your given, when, then, or and in your scenarios. In given, you can add things to the database beforehand, but once you are in when and then, you should only be taking actions that the admin user could take and viewing things they can view. This means we won't be using CSS selectors in our scenarios or phrasing such as, then a product should be entered into the database, because a user can't see that happen. However, the user could see a helpful message like, celebrate, your product was saved. Let's create a new scenario for functionality that doesn't actually exist yet, adding a new product. Time to plan out this scenario. We don't need to add any products in the database beforehand, so we just start with given I am on /admin/products. We're going to want a button on this page that says New Product. So let's add clicking that to the process of creating a new product. When I click Products, clicking this will take us to another page with a form containing fields for name, price, and description. To keep our when going to include the action of filling out the form, we'll use and. And I fill in name with Velocitutoi. And I fill in price with 20. And I fill in description with have your Raptor chew on this instead. There is a secret of why I'm using language like I fill in after the and, which we'll cover soon. Lastly, in our process, I'll expect to hit a save button to finish creating my new product. So let's add another line to our scenario, and I press save. At this point, my product should be saved and I will be redirected to another page with a success message to prove that this worked. This is where we'll say, then I should see product created for the win. Isn't that a nice way to plan out your user flow? When we do finally code this, we'll know exactly how everything should work.